Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chase here at Rocky Mountain. Thank you so much for joining me, and welcome to our 2026 Cold Weather Adventure Glove Buyer's Guide. I have got 7 different gloves up here on the table, all built around cold weather riding. I'm gonna go through each one and be pretty brief, just give some of the high-level features and why they're up here in this video. I'd love to hear your feedback, though, as I go through and I talk about these. If one of the gloves that's up here, you own it or you've used it, I'd love to hear what you like and dislike. Same thing goes if there's a glove up here that or the glove that you have that isn't up here. Why do you think the glove that you have should maybe make it into this guide? And the way that I've broken this up is pretty simple. I've got 4 insulated glove options, and then I have 3 non-insulated. So depending on kind of what you're looking for, there will be an option up here for you. Now, I'm gonna talk about fit a little bit, but you gotta remember, fit is so subjective to the person trying them on. I wear a size medium in most gloves, but just because I say a glove fits true to size, your fingers might be a little bit longer, your pinky or thumb, whatever. So don't take my word for it. That's why we have our fit guarantee. If you get a size, you're not happy with it, you can send it back in brand new, unused condition. We'll make sure you get free shipping both ways on your first exchange, so you get the size and the fit that is best for you. Let's kick it off. The first glove up here, we'll start with the insulated, is just the Cold Weather Adventure Glove from MSR. Look, bang for your buck, it's a killer value. You're a little over $50, and with that, you're getting a lot of insulation on the back of the hand. You have insulation in the palm. You're fully waterproof. It's a full gauntlet glove, and you also do have some D3O padding here over top of your knuckles. If you're just looking for a good, affordable, waterproof, insulated glove, it's hard to go wrong with the cold weather glove from MSR. Then you have the Leatt Subzero 7.5. They have this in a short and a long cuff version. So you go up just a little bit in price, you're still under $100 for this in the short cuff version. Now, it's similar to the cold weather glove from MSR and how it fit me, but a couple little upgrades I would say that you're getting here with the Subzero is better knuckle protection. So they're using a 3DF armor here, so it's gonna give you a little bit more impact protection than what you have on the cold weather. And then you also do have a palm slider on this glove as well. So just overall, doesn't feel as bulky as the MSR cold weather glove, and you are getting just some additional protection, and it's a very good fitting glove. And I'll say this, Leatt, when they launched their adventure glove line, I think they've done a really good job. They've got a lot of really good options to choose from. They also do have just their Hydro Dry 7.5. So if you like this glove, but you don't want the insulation that comes in it, you can go with their just regular Hydro Dry. All right, so next up, you have the Alpinestars the Tourer W-7 V2. I cannot believe I got that right the first try. This glove, you definitely bump up in price from that Subzero that I just showed you, but this glove, I really like the fit. And you have insulation in this glove, but what I liked about the fit on the Alpinestars is that even with the insulation, when I put it on, it still felt like I'm gonna have good feel on the control, so good dexterity. So if I was wearing an insulated glove, but I want one that I can really feel and work the clutch and the front brake if I'm doing more aggressive riding, this would probably be one of my top choices. Just comes in the full gauntlet version, but I also noticed too that the knuckle protector, it's similar to the Leatt, but it is harder, a little bit firmer than with the Leatt. And then a little bit different here too is that on the palm, instead of having more of that hard TPU slider, you're just gonna have some impact foam there. But with both of those, you have reinforcement along the pinky as well. So with the A-Stars, with the Tourer, I just like that even fully insulated, fully waterproof, it's still gonna offer pretty good feel on the controls. Now the fourth and final insulated glove is the Mac Daddy of them all. This is the Klim Badlands GTX. This is everything that Klim could throw at an insulated waterproof glove, and this thing's pretty killer. You're gonna pay the price though, you're around $250, but if you just want everything Klim can give you, this is the glove that they're gonna offer. Now, looking at it, what makes this unique? So first of all, it's Gore-Tex waterproof liner. It's one of just 2 gloves up here that have Gore-Tex, guaranteed to keep you dry, guaranteed for life. But I also like the Gore Grip technology inside here. And what that means is on most waterproof gloves, you have a waterproof liner, you have the shell of the glove, the waterproof liner is on the inside, but maybe you've felt this before. You put your hand inside, and when you're grabbing the controls, you kind of feel like your hand is sliding around a little bit inside the glove. Well, that's the waterproof liner sliding independent of the outer shell. With Gore Grip, that waterproof liner is actually bonded to the material on the glove itself. So when you're grabbing the controls, you're not gonna feel like your hands are sliding around inside. And it's pretty cool technology that they have. But on top of that, just when you look at this thing, you've got insulation. This is the most protective glove up here, aside from its little brother that we're gonna get to. But you've got this super hard knuckle protector, padding all over, and they use these ceramic overlays over top of the armor, the fingers, also down around the wrist area. It's a highly abrasion resistant material. So not only is this glove built to last, but give you the most protection if you were to go down. So if you want just the one glove that can do it all, it's the Badlands GTX. You're just gonna pay that premium price. All right, now let's move on to the non-insulated options. And the first one they have up here is honestly one of my personal favorites. It is the Inversion Pro from Klim. Me personally, with insulated gloves, you definitely lose some of the feel on the controls, especially when you're adding a lot of protection and things like that. The Klim Inversion Pro is not waterproof, but it has the Gore wind stopper liner, so it is a windproof glove. You do have some armor or padding here over top of the knuckles, but what I like about the Inversion Pro is that it's gonna block the wind, it's gonna help keep your hands warm there, and if you pair this up with a good set of heated grips, I think your hands are gonna stay pretty toasty, but it's got the Gore Windstopper Infinium liner, which is like that Gore grip that I just told you, where it's bonded. So this glove, out of all these up here, when you put this on, is going to give you the best feel on the controls. If I was gonna be riding in cooler temps, and I wanted a glove that if I was gonna be standing up, you've probably watched a lot of the adventure rides we do. We stand up a lot, we're working on the bike. So in those situations, and a glove that I want good feel, this Inversion Pro is probably the glove that I'm gonna go choose. Now, next up from there, you have the MSR Gravex. Another killer value here, you're sub $100, and there's a lot of cool features baked in here. Your goatskin leather palm, or goatskin leather, excuse me, hard knuckle protector with D3O armor underneath. You've got some D3O armor on the fingertips. I love the outstitched fingers on these. A few of these gloves have outstitched fingers. Just means that there's no seams right at the very end of the fingertips, so it's not gonna have something digging in your fingers while you're out there all day on the bike. Premium leather glove, a lot of killer features, under $100. Like the cold weather glove, it's hard to beat the value. And you guys have to remember, I've done spotlight videos on pretty much all the gloves up here. So if you want to learn all the nitty gritty fine details, go give that a watch. And you're also again going to have the waterproof liner inside here. And then last but not least is the Adventure GTX from Klim. Think of the Adventure GTX as kind of the younger brother to this Badlands. It only comes in a short cuff version. Again, Gore-Tex waterproof liner with that Gore grip technology. And when you look at the armor, it's very similar to the Badlands. You've got this hard knuckle protector. What I do like about the Adventure GTX is that's a floating knuckle. So a lot of gloves, when you have armor this big and you're squeezing your hands on the controls, sometimes that armor can kind of dig in and cause a pressure point there, but they have a floating knuckle design to avoid that. You've got hard protection here on your fingers, same ceramic that I showed you on the Badlands, going over top of those key areas. Again, full premium glove with the Gore-Tex liner. Like I said, think of it as the baby non-insulated version of the Badlands GTX. That is our cold weather adventure glove buyer's guide. Quick, to the point, I just want to point out some of the ones that stand out to us. A lot of these we've used, and hopefully this will give you a good starting point. But remember, go watch the spotlight videos that I've done where I point out all the features they have. You can read rider reviews, and as always, again, ask questions down below. We'll help to get those answered. Click the link or head over to RockyMountainATVMC.com to see these and other cold weather glove options that we do have. We even have battery power heated gloves and other heated glove options that you can shop as well. We ship for over $75. Get subscribed to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel if you want to stay up to date on guides and other product videos like this. I'm Chase, and we'll see you on the trails.